Hey guys, this is going to be your new moon in Virgo report. Now, I realize that today is the 10th, and yesterday was actually 9/9, September 9th, the new moon in Virgo. But it's time is an illusion. Whenever you get this, is you get the information when you're supposed to. And one of the things I had to rid myself of was freaking out if I didn't get my information out on time. I can only do so much. I did have a lot on my plate, and that's totally right in theme with the new moon in Virgo. Virgo's the ruler of health, organization, daily work, and acts of service. Okay, we are caring for people. We're finding that we're having health issues and we need to take care of ourselves. And this is in health issues manifesting in the physical form, okay? This is about preventative medicine, recognizing that we're getting old and we need to start taking care of ourselves. And the new moon is basically about making a fresh start and planting seeds for new projects. If you are starting the beginning phase and blah 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 blah, if you're starting a beginning phase of a new project, during the first 2 weeks of this new moon cycle is the best time to get it started. Okay, between the new moon and the full moon. Now the effects of the new moon in Virgo is going to be felt for an entire month, unlike the eclipses, which generally last about 6 months. So keep in mind, we do have the 3 eclipses from the summer energy still activated. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so the new moon represents the end of one cycle and the beginning of another 28-day cycle. So like I was saying, you're making a fresh start, turning over a new leaf, or starting a new project. Okay, this is a time for questioning old habits, behaviors, and beliefs as you search for new and inventive ways to make progress. Okay, so me being late, obviously I need to revamp what I'm doing in my day-to-day schedule and get a little more organized, because Virgo it's intellectual, meticulous, industrious, steadfast, responsible, efficient, organized, analytical, helpful. You are the seeker of truth. You're very practical. Your mental powers are strong, as well as your common sense. You're having an intelligent, thoughtful approach to life. You're thinking about your long-term security, and you're exerting perfectionism and professionalism. You have an air of being reserved, and you're wanting to show your love through service. Wow, do I need more coffee or what? Okay, you're also very cautious and serious. Now, Virgo is the 6th house, and this is all about service and health. Okay, social responsibility, doing what you love, caring for others, and this is a hands-on, because Virgo is an earth sign. This is about physically doing things for people. Your health in terms of the physical, doing something physical, upgrading something physical, using your instincts. Just a second. Okay, so apologize for that. I had a client in here. So where was I? The Virgo new moon is in your 6th house of service and health, responsibility and organization. And like I was saying, this is the best time to make a fresh start, a new beginning for projects, is for these first 2 weeks of the new moon cycle. This has, where was I? Okay, and it's at 17 degrees, which 17 is the number of legacy. Okay, so you're creating a legacy through leadership with this. You are realizing that what you had in play, your daily schedule, you're recognizing that you need to tweak it a little bit, okay? One, you have to make it so you're not working too much and that you allow yourself time to balance with your home life. And two, very, very important, I can personally tell you, this is what's happening to me. Like I was saying in the beginning, you have to make sure you take me time. You have to make sure you ground, okay? And I mean physically ground. Put your feet in the grass. Even if it's nighttime, go lie out on the grass and get yourself a good look at the sky. Anything that you can do to regenerate and recharge yourself and not get so overloaded. Because honestly, last week I wanted to jump up on the desk, pull my hairs, and scream. I'm fucking overwhelmed. But you know what? I really resisted the temptation, and what happened was I realized that I was not overwhelmed. I just had a lot of shit that I had to deal with, and everything had to be dealt with now. And it seemed like my energy was so dispersed, and basically what I had to do was one project at a time because my energy was being divided and I felt like I wasn't getting anything done. So obviously I need to organize myself better. So the Virgo new moon for me meant that I had to reorganize my strategies and my daily work routine. And because it was leaving me feeling overwhelmed, I was stressed, I was having a hard time sleeping, I wasn't able to recharge. Every time I would pull a couple of cards out for the energy of the day, it didn't make sense. And I'm like, okay, I need to ground because my energy is not good. And just so you guys know, if I'm not doing a cards of the day, or if I'm not doing a reading and putting it out when I'm supposed to put it out, that's because my energy isn't right. And that also goes for any of the horoscope. If my energy is not right, I will not do it, because when I do my horoscopes and I do my readings, I have to feel them. I have to feel it, and I have to be grounded and in that place in order to intake the energy to give you guys the messages that I'm receiving. Okay. And I did not do a full Virgo new moon report because I figured this would probably be enough information for you guys. Let's see. Where am I? Okay. So, it's a good time to check your physical fitness, okay? If your blood pressure is not high, you're in pretty good shape. You might have some issues with health matters. Make sure that you do everything in moderation. Like I was saying, balance your home life with your work life. Make sure you ground and take me time. Otherwise, you're going to be feeling overwhelmed. This will leave you a nervous wreck. You might even be neurotic, which is a huge issue with the Virgo new moon. And there also is you're cleaning house. Okay, you have to clean house. You have to watch your health habits, and you know that totally speaks to the balance, having to balance. But you need to make sure that whatever you do is reasonable, okay, and that you're willing to stick with it. Don't overexert yourself like I almost did last week. Like I said, I was gonna scream, but then I realized I was just really frustrated, and I did not end up jumping on the desk and scream. But you know what I did is the very next day, I realized I stressed myself out. My health habits were stressing. My work habits were stressing out my health. Instead of having the store open from 9 to 5, like I was telling everybody, whenever I would get here, the door would be open. And then that would leave me frustrated because I couldn't get any of my work done, and I didn't have time to recharge in the morning and have my coffee hour to ground myself. So that door is now closed until 9 a.m., okay? And once it's lunchtime, my door is closed for half an hour, and I'm taking lunchtime for me, whether I'm in here with the door closed or somewhere else eating lunch elsewhere. It doesn't matter. The point is I've refurbished my work habits, and I see the ideas that needed to be improved. And this is what's going to happen with you also. You're going to see what goes on in your daily life and how it's affecting your health. But you also, at the same time, Virgo's a caring, loving nurturing sign, so you're going to be wanting to spend a lot of time helping take care of other people, selfless service. Okay, it is now half an hour later. Getting a little busy here with all the internal work. So I was at the part of selfless service. Like I was saying, Virgo is the sixth house, the house of service and health, responsibility, and organization. And obviously, I need help on that. Okay, and also the Virgo Pisces axis is one that plays out the victim savior polarity, you know. So I usually say at the beginning of my horoscopes, you can be the victim or you can be the victor. Well, there's going to be a lot of people that are victims. But the thing is, this week also we're going to have a grand square cross, which is going to help get rid of that victim mentality. And I'll get to that in the actual weekly horoscope. Now, I decided not to do each of the houses just because this is a regular new moon. This is not an eclipse. It's not a important full moon. It is important. We're basically organizing, rearranging, and there are definitely going to be some truths that we have to face, but because of the Virgo analysis paralysis component, we're going to be thinking long and hard about how we can improve how we function on a daily, how we physically function on a daily basis, whether it's work, finances, love, or just our basic health in general. A lot of us are finding out that we're really, really effective. A lot of people I know are coming down with colds, sickness, bodily aches and injuries. Let's see. Colds, bodily aches, asthma issues. Recently, some of us have had accidents because we were not completely sharp and paying attention. Some of us are going to deny that we need to make changes, so there will be some of us that'll be a little bit delusional. Okay, so some assisting transits. Remember how I was saying balancing? There's Venus and Scorpio, and that's all-consuming love. So you're having a lot of energy that's being divided right now, and it's very important to try and take me time. Okay, this is for your mental health, this is for your physical health, this is for your spiritual health. Okay, the Venus in Scorpio is just, it's an intense emotional passion. Okay, so be careful to if there's a hard angle that's going to come out as volatility and aggression. So you want to try and stay compassionate, and you're going to find that you have to be mindful of being compassionate. Even though we're wanting to show our love through service, it's more of a compassionate, caring energy. But the Venus in Scorpio adds the sexual component to it, but it's a passionate spiritual component. I'll explain more in the horoscope, okay? And then there's also the Mars in Aquarius, which is giving us drive, ambition. We're detached, we're quick in our actions, but we have to be committed intellectually. And that's pretty much what the new moon in Virgo is setting your commitments and intentions that are practical, and these are the things you're thinking about improving on intellectually, and these are things that you're going to commit to, different patterns, different behaviors. Okay, now this is going to be real interesting because there's such a combination of energy, and a lot of it is towards work. It's about the work, home life, physical, spiritual balance component. Okay, so we're going to be upgrading what we do, because like people like me, I want to pull my hairs out today. I've been wanting to pull my hairs out for the last week, and I admit and I accept that I need to streamline things a little bit further so that I can feel more relaxed in other areas and not be so stressed by everything, which leaves me to unnecessarily distribute my energy to distraction and not really getting anything done. Okay, so grounding, very important to figure out new habits for your health. Grounding, okay, a huge one. If you don't meditate, start. Okay. Water therapy, air therapy, go swimming, soak in a pool, put your feet in grass, go outside and look at the stars. You really have to connect with nature. Virgo is an earth sign, so you physically have to ground yourself, and this will help you on the spiritual plane. Now, there's a couple of assisting transits. Now, the new moon is going to be opposite Neptune, okay? And this is a challenging influence. It can make you feel confused, and there's like a false sense of calm. It's delusion. It's like delusional, okay? This speaks to insecurities, and it might discourage you, but don't get discouraged. I know there's a lot. You've got to sort through the confusion, and it's just important to be very clear and honest about your own intentions, okay? But with the new moon opposing Neptune, you're going to be having trouble seeing and accepting things as they are. So there's going to be a couple other transits that's going to help you clear that right up, okay? There's the new moon is also sextiling Jupiter, so this is going to bring good luck, expansion, and happiness. It also gives the honesty, the morality and ethics to avoid deception, avoid fooling yourself, avoid trying to pull one over on someone else. Because you're feeling so caring, people can take advantage of that and take advantage of you. But it doesn't matter. If you're going to do something out of love, you do it anyways, regardless of if the other person is taking advantage of you, because you need to express your love regardless of how somebody reacts to you. And that's always a huge thing. If you're not attached to it, then you should be fine. However, if you have attachments to it, things might not happen for you, simply because you have expectations. You got to learn to expect the unexpected, especially in these next 7 years with Uranus and Taurus. That's always going to give that component of unexpected and surprise. Now, we also have the new moon trining Pluto. Okay, so this is yet another help for intense focus and determination to uncover secrets and expose any deception. So you're going to find that people are showing you their true colors at the moment. This is really going to reveal what else and who else and which situations you still need to purge. Okay. You're going to be interested in doing a lot of research, because you need to be completely informed before you make a decision or any change-ups to your daily routine or any permanent changes to your health. Okay, Jupiter also is sextiling Pluto, and this is going to bring a positive change. Okay, you're not going to have to, this is not a forced change, and you're not going to have to react to an unexpected change. It's just basically a natural development in your life as you realize what you have to do and streamline it, like I was saying earlier. Increased power, increased influence, spiritual and personal growth, wealth creation, and professional advancement. Okay, so there's possibility of a more leadership role, as if you don't have enough on your plate, but maybe you'll just have the title or the money to go along with it, excuse me. But you will be moved to change some aspect of your life, and you're going to be able to, the opportunities are going to be presented to you to do that, okay? So you're going to be faced with great satisfaction for your achievements. And it can be really helpful, especially if you have fear of success. Now, I know some of you don't want to admit that you have that fear, but you know what? I used to have that fear too. I was afraid of taking chances because I wasn't sure. I was so convinced that I wouldn't take off. But you know, what if I succeed? So I'm no longer on that path of fear. I'm eagerly looking forward to the future because I know something's coming. I know the fortune is coming. And it doesn't matter if it's financial. The thing is, are you happy? Because I am. Every day that goes by, I get happier and happier as I do more things that I love for the people that I love and get to do it in a way that I love. I get to express myself exactly for who I am. You know, I get to live in my authenticity for that. What else do I have to tell you about that? Okay, and that's pretty much basically it. So like I said, the new moon is going to last for approximately a month, up until about October 8th. Okay, so make that fresh start and begin that new project. Get those ideas together, because when the Virgo full moon comes next year, that's when the beginning seeds that you planted and started will come to fruition. Okay, guys? All right, so that's your new moon in Virgo report. Oh, gosh, you know what? I didn't even do the numbers. So for 9-9, let's see, we are in a 11 instant manifestation year. It's 9-9, but what do we have here? See, I obviously need to organize things a little bit better. So what I have here is a 20 universal month, 11 universal year. It's the 9th month, but it's the 10th. So we got 9, 10, 11, and 2. Okay, so you're manifesting harmony, and it's a double 9, so there's unconditional love there. And I just looked at the clock and it said 22:22. So we also have harmony, trying to manifest endings through harmony. Okay, you're ending a cycle. A cycle has been completed. And I feel like it's a disorganization cycle. Cycle of being disorganized. Whatever you initially started building, you are now completing it, and you're anchoring in more new paradigms, those layers that, remember, we shed all those things and now we've been building up. This is yet another anchor set, okay? And this is to your physical schedule, and it's all about the physical. Okay, guys, see you next week.